Hey there, welcome everybody back to Moleman. Going into day 4 tonight. A few little updates. You know, we died numerous times on the last episode. So after much deliberation, I decided to decrease the difficulty down just a little bit. So we went down 1 level on the difficulty. Hopefully that will help us to survive a little bit more. I really debated on doing that, wasn't really sure, but figured that you guys were probably getting tired of seeing me die constantly, so I wanted to increase our chances just a little bit. If you watched the recap at the beginning where I was doing some base building, I just jumped off to get a little bit more wood so I could cook some red tea and sprain my leg, so great way to start the day off. I have been doing some base building, as you can see. I'm not going to run because I'll just mess my leg up more. But we'll head right over here while that red tea finishes cooking. Completely out of wood. I've got to get more wood today. We're going to try to go get the rest of that main loot that we missed yesterday. Got a lot of the stone knocked out. Got a slide that comes straight down here. We're going to have a little base built right here that we can look down and shoot. This will be gone. Thought about putting these little round ladders in. Those seem to be kind of almost like a little zombie force field. They don't like to hit them or run into them, so instead of building it out of wood where they can knock holes in it, I thought about putting it in so that we can keep them inside without getting them to beat on that too bad. That way we can shoot down on with arrows, molotovs, that sort of thing. So I've got some food cooking, got some red tea cooking, so we should be pretty set up for today as long as we can keep from getting killed constantly. So hopefully a lot of zombies didn't spawn in near our base, but it sounds like one is right outside. I can hear them. You guys can probably hear them too. I'm gonna put this in here. Get our knife back down here. Put our stone and this back there. Make sure this is loaded up. We're out of pistol ammo because we got, you know, attacked quite a bit last night. But the good news is that gives us a little bit more space there. Oh, God, she was right there. I didn't see her come down. Bro, if we die right off the bat, oh my gosh. Now my leg is broken. So thank God I've got a cast in here somewhere, I think. Oh, here we go. There's another one. Let's get... Oh, God, we got several. Let's go. All right, fellas, this is not good. We're going to have to quickly get up this ladder if we have enough stamina to make the jump. Which we did, but then I fell. So, that is not good. We're probably going to die right here because I have nothing left. I'm infected. I've got 10 hit points. We're going to die. So much for lowering down the difficulty, apparently, because I spawned these guys in, like, immediately as soon as it turned nighttime. We barely had time to even talk, really. Hopefully they're not still in our base, because that would not be good. I had actually just got our XP penalty to go away by doing all that building. But, you know, we're stocked up on food and water now. So we're going to put this back in there. Now we should be able to head out because our broken leg and everything is fixed since we died. Hopefully there's not a ton of them out there. I do want to spend a few skill points before we head out. We're going to... Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go into physician, but we'll have to spend one of our other points into intellect. And I was really trying to stay focused here to get Skull Crusher up some. And maybe even Boomstick. So that requires intellect level 3. So we couldn't even do that right now anyway. So let's go ahead and go one more Skull Crusher. We'll go into Boomstick. All right, now we should be able to take off. That is the downfall to having that slide right there, is now they've got an easy way to get into us. So we're going to head right over here and chop some trees down before we go get the rest of that loot. The new update is coming out soon, within about a week or so. So we'll probably finish this out through day 7. We'll see how the horde base stands up fighting underground. And then we'll probably go into a playthrough of the new update just to see how it goes. I'm pretty sure I'm going to call every zombie around in here and doing this, but we've got to have more wood in order to get this horde base built. We've got just a few more days to get all that done. Make sure this thing's still loaded. I don't remember shooting it. But hopefully today goes much better. I mean, it didn't start out too good. You know, we got attacked by like 3 or 4 zombies right off the bat, but hopefully today will go better. I definitely want to get that remaining loot over here in this radio station. I am going to stay as crouched as possible right now too, just so we can try not to summon any more in. I kind of have a habit of pulling in these ferals right off the bat. Hope everybody's had a great week so far. I'm actually getting ready to go on vacation pretty soon. So I typically stream on Friday evenings at 6:30 Central on Twitch and YouTube. But I will not be streaming this Friday because I'll be traveling. But I will get started just as soon as I get back. I'm not set my streaming setup on my laptop yet, so I might be able to actually stream while I'm gone a little bit. Quality probably won't be quite as well on the laptop, but I thought about setting it up and just doing a trial run just to see. If you guys will be interested in that, just, you know, leave me a comment, let me know. But we're pretty lucky so far. I'm not seeing a lot of zombies spawn in here. If you do hear any background noise, I apologize. My dogs are in here chewing on some toys, so if it's something squeaks or makes a noise, I apologize. They're just out here living their best life, chewing on these toys. You guys excited about the new update? Because I am. I've definitely been wanting to check out these new zombies that are coming in. And of course, everybody always gets on there and they start finding some bugs and exploits that the developers left in, which is always fun. You guys ever watch Jawoodle? He does his little Jawoodle park in the desert, and he's always coming up with some form of exploit that he can use in the game. Guy's pretty brilliant when it comes to stuff like that. And that tree just disappeared. Talking about glitches. That was a perfect timing for that. All right, so hopefully new zombies haven't spawned in here. Let's go ahead and repair this thing. Well, they sure have. Oh, same guy that's been here the whole time. Yeah, he's the guy that killed us last time. So he's going down like a sack of bricks today, though. Make him come around this corner a little bit, kind of sharp. Oh, he did pop us. Good lord, dude. Will you just die? My God. He is still alive. We got infected again. We're fatigued. Dear Lord. This guy's got some crazy hit points. For the love of God, man. Near-death trauma. Okay, we got that. All right, so we need some vitamins. Got a little bit of infection. But hopefully we get in here and we're able to get this main loot, and we'll have a little bit of I'll have a little bit of medicine in there, hopefully. I'm getting rid of these. I'm not planting those down there. There we go. That's right. That's what I like to see right there. Let's let him go down right off the bat. Okay, we can make a pop shotgun level 2. We'll do that just as soon as possible. Herbal antibiotics. Would you look at that? And we got vitamins. Now we're going to hold on to these herbal antibiotics for just a second because they cure up to 10%. Just in case we get hit again. We might find some honey between now and then, so. Oh, Sledgehammer's quality 3. We are moving on up. Yeah, we're going to put these bad boys on. We'll go ahead and mod them too. Put that in there. Wouldn't eat that. That'll get us a little bit of health. I was going to make that primitive quality 4 armor, but I wasn't sure I had, because I was so low on wood and stuff, I wasn't sure I had everything I needed. So that's the reason that I didn't go ahead and do it. Probably won't really need those lights for a while, but give me just 1 second. All right, sorry. My dad fell the other day, and so my sister was texting me, trying to check on him. All right, hopefully we can get over here and get into some more loot. We are not in any shape to be trying to loot Grover High, although the loot would probably be really good right now. I don't really want to do this little farm because I know there's a wolf or something over there. And until we get more of a semi-automatic with some more ammo, we're not really in any fit shape to be doing that either. Let's pray he's not a feral. Did I tell you, I'm a terrible archer. There we go. That got him. Okay. Get him over here. I don't see any glowing eyes, so maybe we're okay. There we go. Good. I think I've looted these cars already. We're going to sneak in here just in case. See if there's any we missed. We've got to see about getting a little bit better loot too, because we're struggling. Only been able to loot at night and raid at night has been pretty tough. All right, we've cleared out the trailer park. I'm going to make sure we didn't leave anything in this box a few days ago. We sure did. We're definitely going to take that. We need some more. We'll leave the rest of that in there for right now. Oh, there's a deer. We could use some more meat. But it's already jumped out the back now. The sizzle shack. That's a perfect place for a deer. Could have been in there getting grilled, man. All right, let's see where he's coming from. All right, come over here, buddy. There we go. Find some more eggs. If I remember right, I think there's one more of these guys over here somewhere. Could be wrong, but... Yep, right there he is. Jesus. I guess I should have kept my head on a bit of a swivel there, shouldn't I? I think I may have scrapped that book by accident. Damn, look at that. We are on it today when it comes to some of these shots. And we definitely needed some of this meat. All right. There's a bag down here, but I think there's like numerous crawlers. Let's see if we can kind of finagle our way down here without falling in, maybe. All it was, yep, there's like a bunch of crawlers. So we're gonna head right over here. Chicken. Man, I tell you what. When it comes to shooting chickens, I've got zero luck. Look at that. I shot like 2 feet low. Did you guys see that? There he goes. He's down. I wasted like 6 arrows on one chicken. All right. I don't see anybody else, so we're going to loot this car. To be honest, I should have probably, instead of going strength, which I kind of felt like it fit the play style, you know? Moleman, I figured he needed to, you know, be able to mine and that sort of thing, but I should have went something faster like knives. Would have probably died a lot less. All right, there is a construction area. So we're gonna see if we might be able to find like a forge book or something in here. There we go. Man, we've only got 3. We've definitely got to get in there. There's a toolbox too. Maybe we can find like a hammer or something. We're starting to get pretty encumbered too. Maybe go drop some things in our little drop-off box over there. Oh, feral mode. Look at that. There we go. We're gonna get a little distance here. Missed him there. We got some decent stamina, so we'll see. He's gonna have a ton of health though, is the only problem. There we go. If we can just get one of them every now and then, it won't be too bad, but when they come in like groups that we really get screwed. Plus we're encumbered and that didn't help. I think he's on the other side of that wall, so I think we're okay there. Yeah, he's on the other side of the wall. We're fairly safe right now. All right, we're pretty encumbered. I'm gonna go drop some stuff off in this box. Plus we'll put a little distance between us and him. Maybe he won't be able to find us too easy. We're like way over here, I think, with our box. And we were a lot further away than I thought. Yeah, our little box is right over here. Maybe we should try to make it to the trader and get a quest. We've got a little bit of money there, but not much. So let's just get everything we can. Let me find the trader. I'm trying to remember where he is. There's our house. Could have swore he was like here pretty close. Sorry, I thought he was here close. I just don't remember exactly where he is. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to find a thing of honey. We may just have to go ahead and take this herbal antibiotic. Can't get any of that. There's a snake though. We can get some more meat. We can get him back over here. Here we go. Perfect. Yeah, our stamina is crap right now. I'm gonna drink a red tea and eat a little bit. Try to heal us back up some too. That'll help us a little bit with our stamina. We'll wander around out here, see if we see a stump while we're heading back. I really would like to get to the trader though, get at least a buried supplies quest so we could get a little bit more stuff. Now I usually play with airdrops on, so if that's the case, I can't remember if I turned them on or off, but I usually play with them on. And so we should be getting an airdrop pretty soon. I think they come in on day 4. So we'll just have to see. As rough as a start as we've had, that might be a godsend to get that airdrop. As long as it doesn't go too far away. I don't see any stumps though. So I think we're pretty much to the point that the honey's not going to help us much. Can't remember if it's like 3.5% or if it's 6%. It's somewhere in there that it does. We came this way before for some honey too and didn't find any until we got way over there. So I doubt there's going to be any, but we'll check it on our way. I like to dig down a little bit and put some protections around our little hidey hole. We were able to get that other loot, so that was nice. The way those zombies attacked us right off the bat today, though, I almost feel like we need to, you know, put some type of protection in there where they won't just automatically fall like directly into us. Once we get our little base built, it won't be too bad because we can just climb into the base and be fine. But when they're able just to kind of run around our whole underground area, that's not too great. Oh, there's a big boy. We're not going to aggro him. It'd take forever to kill with this little crappy sledgehammer. It is probably one thing I want to do. I think, didn't I find the level 3 sledgehammer? I did. So we're going to swap those out. See if we can hit a little bit harder. That was good about going into Skull Crusher. We found that sledgehammer book pretty quick. Is that a bag? It looks like a bag. Yep. Don't really want that spear, but I will take that splint. Because, you know, you can see how notorious I am for getting hit and breaking my leg. You know, and then I jumped off that one area too, so. All right, there's our hidey hole. We're gonna make our way back over there. Try to do a little bit of base upgrade maybe right before the end of the day. There's a billboard. Sometimes the traders are pretty close to a billboard. Let's knock this tree down. I feel like all in all, this has been a decent day compared to our previous ones. We've only died once at least. In the past, we've died usually several times. Especially by this time of morning, because, you know, we got until 10. So we got a few hours. That's like the burnt forest right there when you go across the road. Towards where I thought I saw that billboard. So the trader's not that direction. Pretty confident in that. We're getting our butts kicked over here in the pine forest. I can only imagine what happens if I go over to the burnt forest. All right, so I'm going to run down here and knock some stuff into these boxes. And I'm going to come back and dig this out and put some more of these little things here. Because that's supposed to protect the base from the zombies running down there. We'll see how well that works, but... There we go. Let's go empty our inventory out real quick. Our mushrooms look about grown. They are grown. That's fantastic. Those in there. Those pumpkin seeds. Normally I've got a forge and everything going pretty fast, but this is it's been a lot tougher than I played in the past. It's good to have some iron arrows back too. Put these in there. We're gonna go ahead and take these herbal antibiotics. Add in the farming one. Put that in there. Alright, so the rest of our herbal tea didn't cook because we got interrupted by those zombies. Got a trader one here. The vehicle crafting. Got a little bit of forged iron, forged steel, so that's good. Like to get a forge build as soon as possible. But it's not looking the best for us just yet, but weapon crafting. All right, let's build us a few frames. We'll say 50. Let's get these mushrooms in here too. Unfortunately, we didn't get any seeds back, but you know, it is what it is. I don't remember if I went 2 down. I did not. I'm definitely gonna squat because I don't, or crouch. The way I've been playing, I probably need to squat, but I did read that you really need like 2 deep on these things to really kind of get the best protection. Probably need to upgrade them a little bit too. Just to make sure they don't get torn up too bad. We might should go 2 wide, but I don't know. And the Fun Pips may have patched this by now. This may not even work. But we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. Have any of you done an underground base, or do you even like underground bases? I used to love them. Back in, you know, the early alphas when you could actually like hide underground or hide up in an attic and it was really hard for the zombies to find you. Used to love underground bases. I wish they would kind of bring that back. You don't have to have it to where it's just like, you know, completely cheese, but I think they should give us some type of option, you know? To do some type of underground or some type of attic base or something. That was always kind of like just hiding, you know, but it was fun just to get up there and figure out ways to kind of get through a horde night just by hanging out, especially early in the game. I feel like back then when you had all these different you know, you had the different zombies and like they used to have like these weird flying bees or something. The game was pretty wild back then. Now we got about an hour left, so I think we can finish this. I'd like to get a little bit more plant fiber, so hopefully we can build some of that primitive level 4 armor too. It's nice and pretty with all these multicolored flowers out here, but they are gonna have to go. I feel like I heard a zombie there for a second. About to get a little bit nervous. we can get this set done, we'll be in good shape. Yep, heard it. All right, so we're going to be really quiet right here. I'm going to put this one in and probably go ahead and head down. I don't want to take a chance of aggroing him. If we aggro him after daylight and he comes after us, that's fine. But I don't want to take any chances right now. We've had a pretty good playthrough. Let's go see what we can make over here. Oh, there he goes. I knew he was going to come. Knew it was only a matter of time. All right, we're going to try to get up on this ladder and shoot down at him, because he won't be able to get to us. At least until 10, when he slows down and quits being a runner. We'll just fill him full of stone arrows until 10, and then we'll finish killing them off. Thank God he's not a cop, because he would have really screwed us over. Well, I don't know why he's trying to dig down. Unless he's just in destroy everything mode, because he keeps falling. He's got to be getting close to dying. Well. There he goes. So we put like 10 arrows in him, I think. Oh, right at daylight too. Look at that. So we'll finish knocking some more of this down right here. I'll get this cut out. And then we'll probably go right back here with a base. We'll come off of this with like some bars or something, a little bit of a roof, and then we'll stand kind of right there. We don't want them being too close to us. And then we'll figure out how we're going to get in there. Probably not from that area, because that's where that shed is, and they'll just beat down to that. But we'll get set up inside there. All in all, not a bad night. You know, we made it without dying more than once, so that's an advantage compared to what we have been doing. So I'm gonna finish getting everything adjusted here, and then I'll see you guys back next time, and we'll pick it back up on the night for day 5. I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you enjoy the content, be sure to like, subscribe. You can always hit that bell notification to know when I put up a new video. Again, we will try to play through day 7 on this, see how the horde night sets up, and then after that, we will probably transition into the new update and give that a let's play, just to kind of see how everything's going, and we'll see how things go from there. So appreciate you guys coming. Hope to see you next time. Thanks a bunch. You have a good night.